I'm going to start this very unconventional video in a very unconventional way. First, I'm going to ask you guys a question. If there were 2 letters that you have heard a lot this year in 2025, what would those 2 letters be? I'll give you a moment to think about that. And I hope that we can all come to the exact same answer. AI. AI is everywhere in 2025. I mean, it was everywhere last year and the year before, but really fundamentally it has popped off a lot in 2025. We all use AI every day. Sometimes you don't even realise it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I use AI, okay? In fact, even right now, this isn't really me. I'm off in Greece somewhere with my girlfriend. This is actually an AI. No, I'm joking. I'm not. I'm actually physically here. I'm not going to use AI like that. But I do admit that I do use it. And the reason why this is such an unconventional video is because I want to share an opinion of something to do with AI that's actually recently really annoyed me. And I figured, why not turn it into a video? It's more content for you guys. And it just kind of gets it off my chest. I can waffle on about it for a few minutes. So I'm going to be delving into something that my editing software recently did with AI that at first was really good, but now they've changed it and it's pissing me the fuck off. And yes, I will swear, but I do that because, well, I mean, you know the content. Well, for anyone who's returning, if you're brand new, then yeah, I will swear, I'm sorry. But yeah, my video, and let's get into it, shall we? Hey, how's it going? Look, I already appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to watch one of our amazing videos, whichever video that may be, but I just quickly want to take a moment of your guys' time to talk about a brand that we have decided to partner with on this very channel right here, and that's these guys over at Dubby Energy. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend you guys don't know who Dubby is. I'm sure you've seen their logo floating around on the internet, on various social medias, but I just want to let you guys know that we, here at 2.5 Gamers UK, have officially partnered with these guys to bring you their amazing line of products for simply 10% off. That's right, if you want to try any of their amazing drinks, clothes, they do a bunch of amazing products, check it out on their website. But if you want to get 10% off of any of these, literally just use our link down in the description or use code 2.5 at checkout. I'm going to put the spelling on screen, it's in all caps, 2.5, once again spelling on screen, to get any of their amazing products 10% off. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, since we've been partnered with them, I found myself loving their stuff as well. Literally, I've been drinking their energy drinks, which you can get in powdered form that you can then mix with water to make an energy drink, or you can get it ready made and just simply shipped to your address. But literally, since we've been partnered with them, I've been really enjoying them. I've been drinking it whilst I've been at work, whilst I've been gaming, whilst I've been at the gym. I found myself really loving their stuff and super grateful that they have partnered with us here at 2.5 Gamers UK to give you their amazing line of stuff for simply 10% off. So once again, take advantage of that. Use our link in the description or code 2.5 at checkout. Have a browse, get any of their amazing products, and I tell you what, whatever you decide to get from them since you've seen this video, let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know what you guys choose to get from Dubby, and if it's through us using our code or our link, then yeah, let me know. I really would love to see it. But either way, that's going to be it from me here. I'll let you guys get back to whatever video you've decided to watch here on our channel. Really appreciate you guys and really appreciate Dubby for partnering with us and working with us and providing us with some amazing stuff. So yeah, thank you so much. Back to the video. So, for those who don't know, both returning or new, which again, if you are new, hi, welcome to the channel, please subscribe, please join the community. For editing software, you must have read the title, although I don't even know what the title is going to be yet, so, but I'm sure you've read the title, it will most likely feature it. But for editing software, I use Wondershare Filmora. I have been using this software since college. Before that, I think like everybody else, I started off with Movie Maker on Windows, but obviously we all know what Movie Maker's like. I never used Apple editing software, there was a point where I was very interested in using iMovie, but I don't like Apple products. That's just my opinion. I do not like Apple products, so I wasn't going to buy a Mac and I wasn't going to use an iPhone to edit my videos. But then I stumbled upon Wondershare when I was in college, and since then I have really enjoyed using it. Now, I'm not going to lie, in the beginning when I was using it in college, I wasn't exactly paying for it. I had means of acquiring it for free, but now, as an honest grown man who earns money, I pay for it. So I have got a monthly subscription. I usually pay £21 a month. This month it was a bit more expensive, but I pay monthly for my editing software. And it's a little bit of insight for you guys who maybe have always wanted to know how I edit these videos. And if you want me to do a more in-depth breakdown as to how I edit these videos for you guys and edit the streams and etc., let me know down below and I'll tell you guys a bit more about what I do. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because recently the editing software that I use, Wondershare, Filmora, have introduced a thing with AI that annoyed me. So for a while, Filmora has had AI features that I have taken advantage of. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, in 2025, everyone's using AI. It makes the workload a lot easier. It saves me a lot of time. Primarily, the first things they introduced that I started using, so I started using, well, for starters, there was the very simple. I used AI subtitles, which, to be fair, I might even put some AI subtitles in this video. If not, I use it for a lot of the YouTube Shorts, the TikToks, AI subtitles. It doesn't always get it spot on. Obviously, AI isn't exactly where we want it to be yet, but it is still quite good for what it is, and I only imagine how much better it's going to be in the future. But that's the basic first premise of AI that I used. Second was AI voiceover. So I started using AI voiceover for the top 3 videos. In fact, our most recent video at the time of me recording this was the top 3 Pokemon video, and you'll notice AI voiceover in that.
Number 3.
Which is basically when it does the number 1, number 2, number 3. I'll probably edit in an example, but I used AI voiceover for that just because it sounded cool, and you know, it's easier than me trying to find an American guy with a deep voice to say number 1 when I'm doing, and I'm not going to do it in my own voice because it would just sound stupid like it did just then. But that's another way I used AI. Another great feature of AI, and it's actually saved me a lot of time, and I started using it more recently than before, is AI smart clip finding. Now, what this basically is when you drag a long form video, so say I drag a video that's 20 minutes, over an hour. In fact, I've been using this with the podcast I was most recently on with Talks with Dorks. Shout out to those guys, Ryan, Kurt, legends. Again, would like to meet the rest of the guys. Absolute legends. But yeah, so it's basically, I'm sure you've heard of this, but I'm explaining it and I'm breaking it down in case anyone is watching this who doesn't know. But basically, AI smart clip finding. I'll show you an example. I'll edit in an example on screen. But basically, where you can drag and drop a long form video, and then basically you tell the AI what you want it to find. It also can pre-find stuff, but there's actually a subject setting. So say if we done a 1 hour podcast, and in that podcast I mentioned GTA, I could type in GTA, and then the AI can search through the whole podcast, and any points where I say the letters G, T and A, it will find and then give me clips where I found those, right? Now, with Filmora before, all of this stuff was included in the base subscription. I was going to say all of this was free. Not really, because if you're not using the editing software the dodgy way, it's not free, you're paying for the subscription. So it was included in the baseline subscription. It included, again, the editing software, no watermarks, being able to use the transitions. Honestly, Filmora is a great editing software. I recommend it to anyone who wants to edit. If you don't want to get into Vegas, or what's the Adobe one? Is it Premiere? Honestly, I would recommend Wondershare, Filmora. They're really good and they're only getting better, except for this one thing that they've done. So yeah, before, all of this was included in the baseline subscription. So I could generate AI subtitles whenever I wanted, I could use AI clip finder whenever I wanted, and I could use AI voiceover whenever I wanted. The new thing that they've introduced, at least it's new to me, I don't know if I'm late to the party, but the thing is I noticed this because I was editing one day and it wasn't there, and then the next day when I was editing, it was there, and it really annoyed me. They've now added AI credits to all of the AI features in this software. So everything I just said that I could do whenever I wanted, I now have to use credits if I want to do it. And how do you get credits? Well, you pay money. You pay more money. I'm already paying money for this software. Now they want me to pay more money. And I don't mean they raised the price of my subscription. If they'd done that, actually, I kind of wouldn't have minded that. If they had just sent me an email saying, listen, you're paying £21 this month, but we're going to raise it to, I don't know, 29, 30, but it's because of the new AI features we're adding, I wouldn't have a problem with that, because at least it's still in the baseline subscription. But that's not what they did. No, instead, you can buy AI credits separately and you can have them added to your subscription for an additional $9.99 a month. And that is only if you want 2,000 AI credits. So what they basically did was, and I noticed this, at first, I noticed this little 200. Obviously, when I edit this video, it'll be less than that because I'll be using AI features. But yeah, I saw this little coin symbol and the number, like initially it was 200, but it's probably gone down. And I wanted to generate some subtitles and it told me it would cost like 4 credits and I was like, the hell? And then when I wanted to use the AI clip finder, it was 600 credits. And obviously I didn't have 600 credits. So when I clicked on the option to get more credits, it then said, well, give us that. And that just really pissed me off. Why is this feature now locked behind another paywall? I'm already paying you guys. What is going on here? And this is why I wanted to make this video, because I also wanted to, I wanted to vent my frustrations, but if anyone else uses Wondershare Filmora to edit, and you've seen this recently as well, please let me know your frustrations down below. I really hope you don't agree with this move on their behalf, because I think it's dumb. Why was it free before, and now it's not? Well, I say free. It was, again, why was it included in the baseline, and now it's not? Obviously, I can tell you the root cause of all this, and it's basically company greed. It's they realise that it's a really good feature, so now they're like, oh, actually, hang on, we could make more money from this. But I feel like there was a better way this could have been handled. So, that for me was what I basically just described earlier, which is, why didn't they just send an email saying, hey, listen, we know you've been enjoying our AI features included in your subscription. If you want to keep using those features, we're just going to bump up the subscription a little bit. If not, and you want to revert to a previous version, in fact, yeah, offer it as an upgrade pack. Just, if they had said, listen, you pay £21, but if you pay 30, you get all the AI stuff that you've been playing around with for free recently, right? I wouldn't have minded that so much. But for them to basically introduce it as a separate currency within the software, so like I say, now I have to pay for my subscription. Then on top of that, if I want these credits, I have to pay more. And like I say, it adds it to your subscription, but only for a set number of credits. If I then want even more credits, so say for example, I then decide, okay, I'm paying 21, then I add the $9.99 to get 2,000 credits a month, but then I use all 2,000 credits in 1 month. I then want more credits, and guess what they'll say? Buy more credits. But why am I doing that? Why do I have to do that? I didn't have to do that before. Just make it unlimited and then just raise the price a little bit. That's all you had to do. Why have we changed it so that now it's just this separate currency? I don't understand. And especially, this is an editing software. We're not talking like EA buying points for FIFA. This is an editing software that not only like are people like me using it for content creation, businesses are probably using it. Like loads of people, anyone who wants to edit videos is using this, and they were taking advantage of all this stuff being in the normal subscription. However, now it's separate from the normal subscription and you have to pay more money. And I suppose a rich person will say, who cares, it's just, whatever. But I'm not a rich person. And even then, I think if I was, I'd still kind of find this bullshit, because why? Why is it separate? I wouldn't have minded just a little price bump, or to say, hey, listen, change to subscription plus AI Pro, whatever the hell they would call it, and then you get all the AI features again. I wouldn't have minded that if it was an additional maybe 10. At max, I'd say 20 quid. At max. So I wouldn't mind paying £40 a month. Well, to be fair, most recently they charged me £40 a month. Well, this month. So, and I don't know if they're going to charge me that again. I'll have to look into my subscription. But to make this AI credits feature separate, and as I say, I can get another 2,000 credits. And if I then say use all 2,000 in 1 month, I then either have to wait for the next month to get another 2,000, or again, I can just keep buying more credits. Why? Why are you doing this? It's stupid, it's dumb. I mean, I still really like the editing software and I can't recommend it enough to people. This isn't enough to make me change editing software, because to change editing software, I have to basically learn how to use it. I would have to learn how to use Sony Vegas. I'd have to learn how to use Adobe Premiere. I don't want to do that. I have used this software, like I said, since college, so I'm very familiar with it. I like the layout, I like the UI, I like the design, and I was loving the AI features. Well, I mean, I say was, I still am going to use them, so I'm loving the AI features. I just don't like that the AI features are being locked behind another paywall. Like, what on earth is going on here? It didn't need to be like this. It wasn't like this until most recently. So I thought I'd throw together this video just so I can rant about it, because why not? And if you guys like my rant style videos, then please let me know by liking this one and pressing that brand new hype button that's on YouTube on mobile. Hypes the video up and gets it out to more people, which again also will help me see if more people are having a similar opinion about this, or if other people don't care and they're just like, who cares, whatever, I'll just pay it, it's fine. But I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. I'm sure there are others who, like me, use this software and notice this new paywall and would very much like it to go away. And I'll tell you what, as much as I don't feel like it could happen, but maybe just by making this video, you never know, the people behind Wondershare Filmora could see it, and maybe if there's enough of us talking about it, they could see it and go, actually, that was pretty dumb, and his idea is quite smart. We'll do what he said. We'll just upgrade everyone's subscriptions and charge them an additional £10 a month for unlimited AI credits, or just again get rid of them entirely. And if you want more money, just raise the price of the subscription. I'm sure people would understand. If you're saying you're bringing out all these features and say, listen, we're going to bring out all this stuff, but we might have to increase the price of the subscription, that's fine, and that lets the consumer make their own decision. Do I change software? Do I pay the extra money? Oh, look, they've added all this stuff. Oh, I suppose I better pay all the extra money, actually. They're adding all this cool new stuff. But to lock it behind a separate paywall is stupid, it's greedy, it's just dumb. And I'm not going to lie, as someone who has their own opinion and is free to speak about their own opinion online, whenever a company does stupid stuff like this, I'm going to talk about it. And trust me, there are a lot of companies these days that do stupid stuff like this, so guess what? I'm going to talk about it. Not you! Not you, not yet. We will talk about you. Oh, we will talk about you and your dumb decisions. Just you wait. That's going to be a future video. Just wait. And if you want to see that future video, like I said, subscribe to 2.5 Gamers UK. Follow all the links in the description to my socials where I'll post when I'll be doing that video and many more of our other videos. Obviously, I'm sure this video is going to reach two types of people. It's obviously going to reach our current audience of all gamers, and I'm sure it's going to reach people in the just editing in the YouTube scene. So as I say, this is a very random video. I just thought I'd try it, and I thought I'd just do it off the cuff, not scripted. I'm actually real, by the way. I was joking. I'm not AI doing this video. It's just something that I really wanted to talk about because it really annoyed me and I just wanted to voice my opinion and frustration about it. As I say, I still really like Wondershare Filmora. I'm still going to use it. I'm going to be using it right now to edit this video. But I'm annoyed at the fact that at one moment, all these cool AI features were basically included. Now they're locked behind a separate paywall. I think it's dumb. I think it's greedy. It just should not happen. And it's, yeah, ugh. I'm rambling now, but that's just my style of video. If you like my style of videos, please check them out. I actually did another rant that you guys might enjoy, and for those who do love gaming, it is gaming related, and that is the Switch 2 Welcome Tour versus Astro's Playroom. I went off on that video, and it was actually really, well, I thought it was really funny. Hopefully you guys find it funny as well. So, yeah, go check that video out. But before you do, like I say, please like this video, subscribe if you're brand new, join our community here at 2.5 Gamers UK, press that hype button, get this video out to as many people, so that if anyone else shares the same opinion as me or wants to share their opinions down below, they can. And yeah, I just thought, yeah, like I say, I'd freestyle this video, and you can tell it's freestyled because I'm still rambling, I'm repeating myself, I'm just going on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please reflect all that down below, and as we always say here on the channel, or at least as I always say, you'll see me and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, and take care.